Good morning, everybody. It's Barb Katie here. I'm so glad we have this time together today. I'm always anxious for Mondays to come because it means I get a chance to talk with all of you for a while, and that's a good thing. We had bad storms over the weekend. I actually was without power for a significant part of the day on Friday, and high winds and stuff kept rolling through. But today the sun is shining, and though it's a little bit chilly, everything is doing very, very well. What I thought I might like to talk to you about today is sort of a mix of things. As Rick shared with you, we had a great board meeting and made exciting steps to enhance the service TOPS provides for all of us. And that always makes me happy because one of our key components to being TOPS members is the supportive nature of our organization. And that is just imbued in what we do and who we are each and every day, to be supportive of each other in our journeys, whatever our journeys are defined as. And as I began to think about this today, I got to reflecting on the board meeting. Because those of us who are on the board also are TOPS members. And as Rick has been very transparently sharing with you, he is refocusing his energies and making great strides in getting himself fully back on track and fully in the process of living his best life and knowing what he needs to do to move his journey forward in the way he wants to see it go. And while we were at the board meeting, I was watching him go through the steps he needed to go through every day and make the sacrifices he needed to make and enjoy the process that he had put in place for himself to be helpful in that journey. Just the one thing every morning, starting his day by walking down to Starbucks, or excuse me, Dunkin' Donuts. He is a Dunkin' Donuts coffee fan, not a Starbucks coffee fan, was so important to him because it set his day off on the right tone. And we had a routine built for all of us that were able to gather in Milwaukee, which was 5 of us this time, which was excellent, where we were encouraged by his walk every day. And it lifted us up to do better. He did not say anything judgmentally at all. He just served as a wonderful example for us. And that is an excellent kind of support to do what you need to do for yourself and be that example for other people to look at and say, well, if he can do this, I can do this. It's a very proactive way of helping and caring for someone else without judgment as a component, because most people don't like being judged. They like advice, help, support, but they don't like judgment. We each try, I think, always to do the best we can. And when we don't, we're pretty much aware of the choices that we are making that were not as helpful as they could have been in getting us to where we wanted to go. And so we have to figure out a way to make that work for us. While we were in Milwaukee together, we had so many opportunities to be supportive in so many different ways. Those of us who were there physically went out for most of our meals together. And while we were together, there were always food choices to be made. And it was interesting to see how each of us handled the challenge of eating out. Because for many, many people, eating out is not an easy task because there are so many choices. I'm proud to tell you that um, everybody seemed to have their plan in place and made good choices. No one was eating with wild abandon or eating foods that they knew might get in the way of their progress. And they were not eating everything that was put in front of them. They ate until they felt a feeling of fullness, and then they were done. And we, without saying anything, help to encourage each other to stay on track. In your own chapters, when you meet again together, you're going to have the same opportunity to be supportive. I know a lot of you enjoy going out for a meal together from time to time. And that is a great opportunity to be a true TOPS friend and to help your fellow members make good choices just by the choices you make. You do not ever need to say to anybody else, you should not eat that. Who am I to tell you what you should or should not eat? You have to determine what is the right choice for you, given the food plan that you are following. The same way with activity. It is not helpful or supportive at all to chastise a person because they are not as active as you are. There may be a variety of reasons why that is not the case. By your example, lead. Others will follow if you lead them along. Most people that I know are a little bit stubborn from time to time. And if you force them into doing something they don't want to do, they resist. And at the first opportunity, they may even choose to quit doing whatever it is that you have been chastising them to do. Encouragement needs to be just that, encouraging, to help someone want to do something, not to make someone feel badly because they did not do the thing that you were trying to encourage them to do. I often think about this when I reflect on raising my sons, and you can lead a boy to the laundry room, but you can't always get him to sort his clothes. And yet, by example, they learn, and by experience, they learn. All of my boys learned to do their own laundry. And in the process, there was a period of time in each of their lives when they actually had pink underwear from washing their underwear with their blue jeans. I didn't have to say anything. I just looked and said, well, yeah, that happens. You know, jeans fade and whites absorb color. And there you go, guy. So I didn't chastise them. I tried to help them and encourage them to learn simple things like that. And as we go through the process of losing our weight, we need to look at the lifestyle changes that we're trying to accomplish and the ways we need help and the ways we can give help to others and implement those plans for each other as we go along. I know one evening, Rick and I were sitting together at a favorite restaurant where you can make really good choices. And it happened to be a Mexican restaurant. And we had been talking about the week and how everything had gone and everything. And the waiter came up to take our order. And we made the decision. We don't want any salsa and chips. That's a real simple thing to do. But we both know that when we're talking and enjoying conversation together, we tend to dip and chip a lot without really realizing how much may be consumed. So by just eliminating the exposure to that and that option, we were way ahead of the game. When it came time to order dinner, we likewise looked at what was available on the menu, and there was a wonderful thing called a burrito bowl that actually did not have a tortilla in it. It was just sort of like the insides, which was a very healthy choice, and we both happened to order it. He ordered one type of meat, I ordered another, and it was delicious. It was very, very satisfying. And at the end of the meal, we both felt really good. And we actually decided that one time only, because it had been for both of us a very good day, a very well planned day, and we actually had available to us some additional calories that we could use for a treat. We both ordered a dessert that we both really liked and ate appropriately. So, with that in mind, we helped each other monitor and make good choices that were a pleasure and something we can live with moving forward. And as Rick shared, he lost 3 pounds while he was in Milwaukee, which was just wonderful. And what was even more wonderful to me, in addition to his success, was the way all of us together worked as a team to be respectful and non-judgmental and caring toward each other and to help each other along the pathway to better health. I think that is where our focus needs to be every day as we try to build the support component of the TOPS mission. That's why we come together. It's in our mission statement, it's in our vision statement. It is the backbone of all we do, to be there for each other always. So for today, what I'm going to say to you is this: be supportive. Always look for the joy in your journey. Look for hope and happiness along your highway that you're traveling. And please find peace with the food you eat. I want you all, and I want me, to live our best life every single day. You have a great one. I will talk to you later. Happy Monday.